Be May 27th. System administrator for a remote weather station. Location somewhere in the ascent of the Arctic Circle. Literally hundreds of miles from civilization. Job consists of checking server racks, drinking terrible instant coffee, and ensuring the satellite uplink doesn't freeze over. Pay is astronomical because nobody wants to live in a frozen tin can for 6 months straight. Suits me fine. I possess the social skills of a rusted toaster and the patience of a saint, provided that saint is deaf and blind. Daily routine. Wake up, check logs, eat nutrient paste disguised as oatmeal, watch old sci-fi movies, sleep. It is paradise. Silence, absolute beautiful silence. TFW life is simple. TFW I am the king of my ice castle. Enter the disruptor. Management sends an email 2 weeks ago. Incoming specialist for biological sample collection. Please accommodate. Accommodate exe not found. Helicopter lands in a blizzard. Outsteps this bundle of Gore-Tex and chaos. Let's call her Maya. She's small, maybe 54, carrying enough equipment to invade a small country. Goggles off. Mess of curly hair explodes everywhere. Big glasses, nose red from the cold. She smiles at me. Hi, I'm Maya. I hope you like talking because I haven't spoken to a human in 3 days. MFW, I haven't spoken to a human in 3 months, and I preferred it that way. I'm Anon, your room is B2, don't touch the thermostat. Dry, cold, professional. She blinks. Okay, Captain Sunshine, nice to meet you too. This is going to be a long rotation. Fast forward 2 weeks. My peaceful existence has been nuked from orbit. Maya is a hurricane of activity. She hums while she works. She hums loudly. She sets up moss samples in the break room. She names the moss samples. This one is Jerry. Jerry is having a bad day. Anon, look at his sporophytes. I look at the green sludge. It looks like mold, Maya. You have no soul, Anon. She leaves her boots in the hallway. She drinks my coffee. Not just drinks it, she critiques it. This tastes like battery acid filtered through a gym sock. It keeps the blood pumping. It's going to stop your heart. Here, try my herbal blend. Tries to force feed me some leaf water that smells like wet dog. I resist. Internal screaming intensifies. But I can't be too mean. Mostly because she's the only other living thing here besides Jerry the Moss. And also because, objectively, she's kind of cute when she's ranting about cellular structures. Stupid brain. Shut up, brain. The setup. I have a secret. A dark, shameful secret that I guard with my life. Worse than browsing history. Worse than the folder labeled Taxes 2018. I write romance novels. Specifically, cyberpunk sci-fi romance novels under the pseudonym R.L. Sterling. They are trashy. They are melodramatic. They are surprisingly bestsellers on Amazon. The Cyber Heart's Desire. Neon Nights and Chrome Nights. It pays for my student loans and allows me to buy expensive server parts. Nobody knows. Not my parents, not my boss. Certainly not the moss-obsessed gremlin living in room B2. I write at night 2 a.m. when the station is quiet. Mechanical keyboard clicking away the smut. It is my one outlet for emotions I repress during the day. The incident. Weather report comes in. Storm designation Omega. Not the actual name, but it might as well be. Wind speeds predicted to hit 120 mph. Temps dropping to -60 F. We are going to be buried. I do the prep work. Secure the shutters, cycle the backup generators, download 4 TB of movies. Maya is vibrating with excitement. Do you think we'll see atmospheric anomalies? I need to set up the sensors on the roof. No, you need to sit inside and not die. The roof is off limits. Pouts like a child. You're no fun. I am alive, fun is secondary. Storm hits 3 hours later. Sounds like a freight train is slamming into the building repeatedly. Lights flicker. Internet dies immediately. Satellite dish probably blown halfway to Greenland. We are cut off. Just me, Maya, and the howling void. And Jerry the Moss. Day 2 of the storm. Cabin fever setting in. We are stuck in the central hub because the heating in the wings is failing. Forced proximity protocol engaged. She is sitting on the couch, wrapped in 3 blankets looking like a burrito. I am at my workstation, pretending to monitor logs that aren't updating. Silence is awkward. She breaks it, of course. So Anon, what do you do for fun, besides staring at screens? I read. Read what? Panic RPG. Technical manuals, history, biographies. Borings. She reaches into her bag, pulls out a battered paperback. My heart stops. My blood freezes. My soul leaves my body. It's Titanium Tears by R.L. Sterling. MY book. The one I published 6 months ago. The cover features a cyborg with six-pack abs holding a weeping scientist. It is the cringe of the century. What is that? Voice cracks slightly. Oh, it's my guilty pleasure. R.L. Sterling, have you heard of him? Number looks intellectual. She laughs a snorting sound. It's trash, absolute garbage, but the world building is weirdly good. But the author is an idiot when it comes to emotional pacing. Excuse me. My eye twitches. Is that so? Yeah, like in this one, the protagonist, Kale, pushes away the love interest for 300 pages because he thinks his cybernetic heart can't love. It's so cliché, just kiss her, you metallic moron. I am being roasted to my face about my own work. By a girl wearing socks with penguins on them. Maybe he has valid reasons, maybe his trauma is complex. Trauma schmama, he's just emotionally constipated. Men written by men, am I right? I am going to scream. Maybe the author intended for a slow burn. Slow burn, this isn't a slow burn, Anon. This is a glacier, it's painful. And the ending, don't get me started on the ending. The ending of Titanium Tears was controversial. I killed off the sidekick to motivate the hero. Fans were furious. He killed Binky, Binky was the best character. R.L. Sterling is a sadist. I grip my coffee mug so hard I think it might shatter. Binky was a narrative crutch. She drops the book and stares at me. What did you say? Spaghetti falling out of pockets. I mean, assuming from what you said, maybe the author thought the sidekick was unnecessary. Unnecessary, Binky was the moral compass. Without Binky, Kale is just a walking toaster with anger issues. She is genuinely angry over a fictional robot dog I invented at 3 a.m. while eating Cheetos. This is surreal. Day 3 of the storm. Power failure in Sector 4. That's the kitchen. And the coffee supply. Emergency. Anon, the fridge is off, my samples. Also our food. Priorities, Maya. We have to go fix the breaker. Breaker is in the maintenance sublevel. Cold as balls down there. Grab flashlights. I give her a parka. Stay close, if you get lost in the ducks, I'm not coming to find you. You would too, you'd miss my sparkling personality. I'd miss the silence being broken. We descend. Dark, creepy metal groaning under the wind pressure. Beam of light cuts through the steam. Classic horror movie vibes. If a xenomorph jumps out, you're the sacrifice, Anon. Noted, I'll trip you. Reach the breaker panel. It's fried. Sparks flying. Need to bypass the circuit manually. Hold the light steady. She's standing right next to me. I can smell her shampoo. Vanilla and something chemical. Not unpleasant. Actually kind of nice. Focus, Anon, don't be a creep. You have nice hands, she whispers. MFW. Almost drop the screwdriver into the live wire. They are hands, they function. No, really dexterous, good for fixing things. She's trolling me. She has to be. Finish the bypass. Lights hum back to life. Yay, my yogurt is saved. She hugs me. Spontaneous full-body contact. I stiffen like a board. Arms hovering awkwardly. Thanks, Anon, you're handy to have around. Pulls away, smiling. Heart rate monitor would be flatlining right now. Let's go back up before we freeze. Day 4. The storm is relentless. We are running out of things to talk about. She's reading the book again. I'm pretending to code. Actually just typing random syntax to look busy. She sighs loudly. What now? I just wish I could rewrite this scene. It's so frustrating. Look at this dialogue. Reads aloud a passage I wrote. I cannot feel Ilara, my circuits are cold, like the void between stars. She groans. Who talks like that? It's so emo. It sounded cool in my head. It's poetic. It's pretentious. If I were the editor, I'd change it to. She grabs a notepad. Scribbles furiously. Here, read this. Shoves the pad in my face. I read it. I'm scared, Ilara. I don't know how to be what you need, but I'm not leaving. What? Holy shit. That's actually better. That's way better. It cuts through the melodrama and hits the emotional core. I look at her. She's chewing on the end of her pen, looking expectant. Well, better right. It's all concise. See, I knew it. R.L. Sterling needs a co-writer or a slap in the face. I bet he's some lonely guy in a basement who's never held a girl's hand. Out. Critical hit. Emotional damage 100%. I am literally sitting 3 feet away from you. Or maybe he's just misunderstood. Now he's definitely a virgin. I take a sip of water to avoid screaming. Anyway, I'm going to write a fanfic alternate ending. Fix this mess. You do that. Day 5. Disaster strikes. Not the storm. The plumbing. Pipes froze and burst in the bathroom. Water everywhere. Chaos. We spend 4 hours mopping and sealing pipes with industrial tape. Both soaked. Shivering. Huddle in the main hub with the emergency heater cranked to max. Drying our clothes. Sitting in thermals. Atmosphere is charged. She looks at me. Hair wet, no glasses. Actually beautiful. Stupid sexy biologist. You know Anon for a grump you handle crisis well. It's part of the job description. You never panic, I like that. Moves a little closer on the couch. Can I tell you a secret? Oh God, here it comes. Sure. I requested this posting. Why nobody requests this rock? I needed to get away, bad breakup. Life was too loud, I thought. If I go to the end of the world, maybe I can hear myself think again. Looks down at her hands. But it's lonely, quieter than I thought. I'm glad you're here though, even if you have the emotional range of a teaspoon. She bumps my shoulder with hers. I feel a crack in the armor. The ice around my heart and my prose is melting. I'm glad you're here too, Maya, you're tolerable. She laughs. High praise from the Ice King. Silence falls again. But it's not awkward. It's comfortable. Dangerous territory. The twist set up. Remember the paper shortage. I mentioned earlier I print logs on recycled paper. Specifically the backs of my failed draft manuscripts. I am an environmentalist and cheap. I have a stack of scrap paper next to the printer. Usually I shred the really embarrassing stuff. But I got lazy. There is a stack of paper there with server diagnostics on one side, and chapter 15 of the unreleased sequel to Titanium Tears on the other. Handwritten notes, corrections, doodles of characters. Day 6. Storm is breaking. Wind dying down. But we are out of fresh water in the dispenser. I go to check the filtration system in the back. Leave Maya alone in the hub. I'm going to sketch Jerry, she says. I need papers. Just use the scrap pile, I yell from the hall. Fatal error. System crash. Kernel panic. I freeze in the hallway. Realize what I just said. Realize what is in the scrap pile. Turn around. Run back. Slow motion. Burst into the room. Too late. She is holding a sheet of paper. She is reading the back. Her eyes are wide. Jaw on the floor. She looks at the paper. Looks at me. Looks at the paper. Looks at the book on the table. Venons. Put it down, Maya's. This is Kale's monologue from the next book. It's just I found it online, fan fiction. Weekly level 1 speech skill. It's in your handwriting. She holds up the paper. And there are crossouts. You changed glistening servos to aching joints. Good change, by the way. Silent. Heavy, crushing silence. My face is burning with the heat of 1,000 suns. I have been unmasked. The Batman of bad romance novels has been caught. I sink into the chair. Go ahead, laugh, get it over with. You. She walks over to me. Slowly. You are R.L. Sterling's. Yes, okay, I write trashy sci-fi romance to pay for my GPU addiction. Are you happy? She stares at me. Intensity intensifying. You killed Binky. Binky had to die for the plots. You monster. But she's smiling. A huge shit-eating grin. I cannot believe it. The grumpiest man in the Arctic writes about cyberknights finding true love. This explains so much. The vocabulary, the brooding, the emotional constipation. I am not emotionally constipated. You so are, you're Kale. She hits me with the paper. And you listened to me trash your book for 3 days and didn't say anything. I was trying to preserve my dignity. Dignity, anon you write scenes where robots have vibrating attachments. It's a metaphor for connection. She starts laughing. Hysterically. Falling onto the couch. I can't help it. I start laughing too. The tension breaks. We are laughing like idiots in a frozen bunker. Okay, she wipes a tear. But seriously, why didn't you kiss Alara in chapter 10? The setup was perfect. Because he wasn't ready, he didn't think he deserved her. Look her in the eyes. Suddenly serious. He thought he was too broken to be loved. Atmosphere shifts. Air gets thin. She stops laughing. That's stupid, she whispers. Nobody is too broken. She stands up. Walks over to my chair. Stands between my knees. You know I have some ideas for the sequel. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think the hero should stop overthinking and just make a move. Heart pounding. Palms sweaty, mom spaghetti. I don't take editorial advice from biologists. Too bad I'm forcing a rewrite. She leans down. Kisses me. Soft at first. Then not soft. Brain short circuits. 404 error, loneliness not found. Hands find her waist. She tastes like instant coffee and chapstick. Best thing I've ever tasted. We break apart. Both breathless. She smirks. See, was that so hard, Kale? Shut up. Kiss her again to make her stop talking. The aftermath. Storm clears the next day. Sun comes out. Blindingly bright on the snow. Internet comes back online. Flood of emails. Don't care. Maya is sitting on my desk, wearing my hoodies, reading my draft. You can't use the word throbbing 3 times on one page, Anon. It's excessive. I'm the expert here. I'm the muse and the editor. I demand 10% of the royalties. You can have 5% and free coffee. Deal. 6 months later. Rotation is over. We are back in civilization. Titanium Souls is released. Dedicated to M, who fixed the pacing. It's a bestseller. Fans love the new, more realistic emotional arc. R.L. Sterling finally learned how humans talk. Review. Believe me. Sitting in a cafe in Seattle. Rain outside. Maya is across the table, working on her dissertation. She kicks me under the table. Stop staring at me and write the next chapter. The rent isn't going to pay itself. I'm stuck, I need inspiration. She rolls her eyes, smiles, reaches across the table and holds my hand. Chapter 1, the grumpy protagonist realizes he's the luckiest idiot in the galaxy. MFW life is good. MFW the Moss Girl saved me. Feels Goodman JPG. Anonymity maintained. Love life secured. Spaghetti contained. The end.